Did you guys hear that?
Yes.
Sometimes it says that and sometimes it doesn't. That's why I'm always surprised. All right. Happy Monday. That feels like a Sunday, which is great because, we all have, oh, there's Jen. Hello.
Hi, everyone.
How's it going?
Good. How about you guys?
Oh, super.
Good.
Sue already apologized for her smoke detector if that happens. So just, it's her. All right, so we've got hot topic for our agenda. I just lost my graphic. Where did it go? Okay.
Nice, Lily.
Oh my God, look at you.
Man, that is awesome.
Just playing.
That is impressive. And yeah.
How did you do that?
It's under backgrounds. You can upload your own, but it's backwards for me. Is it backwards for you?
No.
Nope.
No.
You must be mirrored. You can mirror
maybe.
your image through your settings. So it looks great. It looks perfect.
Perfect.
I think we all need that for our team picture tonight.
Right.
So we can all be like, it's coming.
I just looked to see if we can order it and we can't yet.
I was going to say, we might be able to buy it together tonight.
I know. I just looked a bit ago.
That's funny because I just looked like half an hour ago too. I'm like,
yeah. We're on the same wavelength, that's for sure.
Well, hopefully since we'll have you off half an hour early tonight, we can all hop on and get it. Hopefully be available.
Mm-hmm.
All right, hot topic tonight. What is our hot topic tonight? Does anybody know? I know this sounds very unorthodox.
Probably.
It's around the launch. It's still around the launch group. And okay. I think we could continue discussing. We kind of started discussing it last week, but I'm not really sure we nailed anything down firm, but I'd like to write it down this time so I can keep track of what everyone's doing. I mean, and if we need to split it up a little bit, that's fine too. But yeah, I think we should start with that and circle back on what everybody wants to do.
All right. Yeah, 6:45. What's going on? What's everybody's plans?
Well, so does everybody know where to find the launch piece in your coach tools? They have it laid out for you, a calendar, what, tracking people, launching, how to launch, what you do in a launch.
Mm-hmm. FAQs, so you can discuss it.
Right.
And if you don't, it's okay.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that would be start square one. I went through it with one of my coaches this week about finding that information, because that's where your toolkit is. You have your sample workout link. You have links to any graphics you might want to use. The launch piece, it's like a 2 or 3 page thing that they've set up for you so that you can track the people you're talking to and using that information. It's all just really great because it's all done for us right there and super easy.
I mean, if anybody's on the call that doesn't know where that is, we can definitely start screen sharing and I can show you where to find it all. But it's really helpful even just to browse around back there yourself, even if you aren't going to be running a group. I think it's really good information. I mean, we're lucky we get information like that above and beyond what customers will see. So we can know, I mean, of course, because none of us has done this workout. So even ourselves, we're like, what exactly is it? What's this, load, deload week, whatever Deanna was talking about. I'm like, when does that fit in? Just learning that stuff yourself is really, really helpful for the launch of the program.
I think it'd be great if you could screen share really quick, because just to kind of buzz through it, because someone could watch the recording and just see where it's at.
Sure.
Whoever has ability.
This is also where you'll find all of the
whoever's the host
information for all the workouts as well.
Right. So. Yeah, nutrition plans for nutrition supplements for anything fitness related. It's all there.
Yeah.
I just made Jen the host, so
okay.
She hops back on. We can go through there. I think that's a good idea too to show people.
Okay.
I made you the host. You're good.
Yep. All right, good. So let me screen share my desktop. And I'll minimize this. Okay. Can you all see my desktop?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. So when you log into the Coach Online Office, there's these tabs along the top and you want to do Grow My Business. And in here, of course, if you're going to run a bod group, there's the tools for bod group. If you just, I'll just click into there just so you can see. And then here, what you would do is if you wanted to run a challenge group and you wanted a challenge group guide, it's all laid out for you by Beachbody. If you click on challenge group guide, then you just look for the program that you want to run a challenge group for. And all of the newest programs are always like right along the top. So that's how you can easily run a challenge group. Oops, let me go back. Here it is. Sorry, it winds up opening it in a whole new tab. Okay, so here you are with your challenge group guides. And if you don't know how to, even run a bod group, there's tutorials on that. There's a lot of great information in here. Then if you want to get like information about the actual workout program and anything shareable, like Lily was just talking about her shareable background for Zoom calls, you click into product tools and shareable media. And then you can click into fitness product tools, toolkits. Give it a second while it loads. And then again, same thing here. You just find whatever workout toolkit you want. And there, again, the top of the order is what's launching. So 645 will be right at the top. You click in there and then you have, again, your challenge group guide, but you also have product training guide, which is all about 645. You have the 3-step launch plan, which has the tracker and all that. You have a ton of before and after photos to share right from the program test group. So these are all labeled for you and they're here for you to share. You have the challenge pack comparison guide, although you've seen probably lots of like images floating around, and we could talk about also having other guides from other third-party companies that put this together. And I'll let Deanna and Lily kind of speak to that because they buy them. But these are all the ones provided from Beachbody. Here's the sample workout for anybody that hasn't done that. You can, it's in your BOD obviously, but if you wanted to send it to anybody with an individual link, I would do it from here because you can just copy your link and it brings them right to like your particular landing page. And this is also like a promo video as well. And also this is like which bundle is best for you. If you're walking somebody through that and they're not exactly sure, like, what do I buy? You can walk them through it this way and just kind of have, I'm not going to go through it now, but just kind of go through and it asks you different things about what you have, what are your needs, all that stuff. Okay. So that's that. Let me back out of here. Oops.
Has anyone gone through, can you go back into there for a second?
Yep. Where the toolkit?
Yeah.
Okay.
The 645 toolkit.
Mm-hmm.
And
hold on, sorry. I think I have it open somewhere on one of these tabs. It might not load again. Oops, let me close this one. Challenge group guides, the FAQ. This is the 645 FAQ with the dates and all that. And I've literally copied this too. Like you can see I have it highlighted. Like some people don't even know who Amala Caesar is and like what his background. So sometimes sharing little tidbits like this, even on your own social media or like reading it kind of in like when you're doing a story kind of helps to get that lingo. I think this is the toolkit, but I'm not sure. Hold on, let me go back in.
So you'll have, yeah, right there. You'll go to the tools.
1 second, it's just a little laggy. There we go.
so on the next, yeah.
Okay.
When you go in there on
Yep.
the next page,
Yes.
there are some videos. So I was in here looking,
Yep.
on the second page of it.
Where it says view more.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
there are some videos.
Yep.
I just wonder, has anybody looked at those? Because I looked at them and it said that they are IG story stuff, and I couldn't really.
And if you back out one more step and then go into the view more under the video section,
Yeah, go all the way down.
go all the way down to videos and then view more.
Oh, view more under video section. Got it. Okay. Okay. Here we go.
Oh, the Instagram
So
stories.
Instagram stories.
Mm-hmm.
Has anybody, I looked at these, but I couldn't really figure out how they worked. Like I clicked on them and everything, but they look like they're longer than what's allowed, I think. Maybe I just
look on my phone, because sometimes when you look on your phone for this kind of stuff, it's a little bit easier to like do a save as and then put it up. These are a minute long, but so it'll break it down into 4 slides for you.
Oh, okay.
When you do it to Instagram stories, if you do it to Facebook, you would want to cut it yourself, download it to your phone and chop it into 15-second increments, because Facebook stories doesn't take a minute and break it up itself. It's a real big pain.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
All
Facebook
right.
stories are 20 seconds each, whereas Instagram is 15, and Instagram will do it for you, and like you said, Facebook won't.
Yeah.
But you can also upload it as an IGTV as well, and then share it to your stories. So you could do it that way, so it lives in your on your page.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Rob,
So
are you wondering how you download it to do it?
Well, I think that I would go from my phone, but when I was because I was scanning through this, but I was looking at this, and I know that Instagram is 15 seconds for a story. So I was like, well, how does this even work if these are a minute? So, but now it would cut it down and make it into 4. So now I get it. I just didn't know that. I understand now. So that's what I wasn't.
This is great. I didn't even know they did this for the programs. So this is awesome.
I think this is brand new. I don't think they've done it in the past.
I was gonna say, I've never seen this either. The view more, there's a lot of content in here now. So
yeah,
definitely take advantage. I'm trying to look on my phone real quick. Okay, so 645 videos, view more. And then you can click the little, hold on, let me go to the Instagram stories one.
You should be able to download them all on the top right where it's yellow on your computer there, or you can download one at a time.
Download these to share, yeah. So if I click on my phone, it's so hard to read that yellow, but you can click download all on your phone. Yeah, just like it is here is on your phone. So if you click download on your phone, I think it'd be easier to save it to your phone and then upload it to Instagram from your phone. Although I have opened Instagram on my actual computer, but I don't know about uploading stories from the computer. Do you guys?
No, I can't do anything on my computer.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't upload stories on the computer.
You can't?
You can if you had an iPad, but on an actual computer, you can't.
Yeah.
Okay.
iPad, or I don't know about tablets. I don't have tablet, but iPad, I know I've uploaded stories from my iPad to IG, just not a computer.
I mean, worst case scenario, you could, just download it here and airdrop it, or email it, or take a video right from here. I mean, there's lots of ways to figure it out.
Yeah, I just wasn't getting it when I was looking at it, and it's like, because in my mind,
Yep.
It should have, sometimes I'm just black and white. It's
Yep.
supposed to be 15 seconds. Why isn't it 15 seconds? This says a minute. So I was just, I was stuck there. So
Yeah.
So, okay.
All right. So I'm going to stop sharing unless there's any other content in here you want me to share.
So just, I was looking through these you're talking about that you have on your screen right now. One video has no captions. The other one has captions. That's why there's double videos for each of them. And if you download the ones with the captions, Robin, you don't have to put anything because it's already there. So you can either do the captions or Instagram does the captions for you if you do the videos that have them.
Okay.
So.
All right. Yep. Perfect.
Okay. So, so back to challenge group or launch groups for this program. So we have all the content. We also have a couple of coaches in here that wind up buying additional content that look really nice and have so much more. And I think we have, a couple of options for groups that we talked about. We talked about a coaches group that starts immediately, right? Lily, well, Lily, are you going to just start it tomorrow or is anybody else?
I'm starting tomorrow.
You got a lot of you guys are starting right off tomorrow, day one.
And then starting over on the 19th.
Yep.
Starting over on the 19th or continuing on the 19th?
No, I'm starting over because I like starting over with my customers so that I can help guide them.
Okay.
And because I've already done 2 weeks of the program, I know a little bit what to expect and I can help them with questions that they might have or
So guys, starting over on the 19th, I guess that's a question I have too. Are you gonna, is anybody, I think Deanna talked about doing it a little bit later than that too.
Yeah, at least a week. I'll start with 6:30 workouts on the 19th, and then at least a week before I start with my customers, just so they have time to get their bands and stuff. And it just seems like inevitably people join a little bit later. And because this is 13 weeks, I kind of like it when we're closer together. It just seems like the people who actually start, you have a better chance of finishing. But I'm open past that first week, I guess.
Deanna, we could instead of starting over the 19th, we could start over a week later as a group.
Yeah, and I'm
because the whole point is to get the customers together and everybody together. Right. So
and plus it'd be a good chance to do the 6:30 workouts right away too, and then people can kind of come in with those right away if they bought it while they're waiting for their bands.
So that would be July 26th. Okay. As opposed to the 19th. And Deanna and I had thought about August 2nd as a date too. That's 1 week after that.
Yeah, I think we were just curious where everybody's at with that, how long you want to wait.
1, 2, 3, 4. 5.
I would put us ending like October 31st.
Happy Halloween.
So if you start on the 2nd, it does end on the 31st too, as well. So are you including like a week of prep there or?
Mm-mm.
No, it would just be the prep would be that 2-week tweener. You know what I mean? Like you do that.
Yep.
You'd use the 6:30s for people to kind of have a holding pattern until like day one. So whatever, if it was a week or 2 weeks, the 6:30s could be like that holding pattern time.
What are the 6:30s?
So they release on Nutrition Plus. So anybody who buys a challenge pack or completion pack will have access to them because you'll have access to the free month of Nutrition Plus. And their workouts to get ready for 6:45.
Okay.
That will only be on Nutrition Plus.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there anybody who like really wants to start the 6th and do the full 13 weeks? Because I'm also can get very bored with things and I can find myself getting bored if I'm restarting 3 weeks in, making it 16 weeks instead of 13 weeks. So
that's why I'm not starting till like start with my customers because I won't redo it. Like that's just not how I roll.
Yeah, absolutely. So
I'm with you because 13 weeks is going to be a long run.
Yeah.
I'll probably start tomorrow and not restart. So
Yeah.
And maybe we have the bod group, you know, start at one time and the Facebook group start at one time. I don't know. I mean, I'm open to whatever, you know, think would be the best way to handle it.
So my preference would be kind of like what Sue said, and I can help run the Facebook group if somebody else who's restarting on the 19th or the 2nd, no, whatever later wants to run the bod group, whatever date that is you guys want to restart. Because I have a feeling I'm going to not want to restart. I don't want to get bored with it. So
my thought is that the groups are for customers. So when do we want to start the groups for the customers? They're not for us coaches. We're already rah-rah and super excited about the program anyways. And we should know a lot more than the customers already. So when do we want to start them for the customers? Not when we want to start them, basically. So I mean, it wouldn't matter if you started over or if you just kept going. You're going to post every day anyways. It doesn't matter. So
I think I'm going to do August 2nd through Halloween for customers and myself, just because the next month is kind of hectic for me with travel. And I also want to give it a good go. And I want to have time to like recruit a couple more people. So I haven't really like done a lot of recruiting for it. And I just want to be able to send a few more messages and whatnot. So I'm going to give myself the next few weeks to recruit for people to do it together, and probably start on the 2nd.
does anybody have people starting tomorrow?
Not that I know of. I
Kim,
mean,
you?
I haven't.
Well, I mean, coaches, just coaches.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're coaches.
I have a couple of customers who want to get the coach, want to sign as a coach to get the discount and get product early. So
That's good.
so yeah, let me wrap my mind around it a little bit. Let me think a little bit, because like I said, I'm happy to help run the Facebook group. I'm going to be doing it anyway. Yeah, I'm happy to help with that.
Do we throw a poll into the coach group to see when people would want to start with their customers? Maybe throw a couple dates.
Yeah.
And just see where people are at. Because then maybe we could do one that's, you know, a little earlier in one group and one that's a little later in another group.
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, the coaches, I don't imagine really need a group, and you guys can, if you're in a group already, just post about it, you know, but we should pull like customer launch group for 6:45. Like, when would you want to be? And if we run 2 of them, I guess that's fine too. I mean, I'm definitely willing to help with 1 or more groups, you know. But yeah, we should put a poll up then for customer group.
Okay.
Customer launch group.
So are we going to do one on Facebook, one on bod, like we've been doing?
Yeah. I think so. Does that seem to work okay for people?
I think so, yeah, because I think there's people who want to be in bod, and I think, you know, the other. So yeah.
Yeah, and quite honestly, if we have 2 start date options for people, you know, and we run 2 groups, or one group starts on bod one week and one group starts on Facebook the next week, or however we want to do it. It's always good to have options to say, here are the groups we have for our team. Like, what fits your schedule best.
Because I mean, I don't know what customers, you know, I don't have a good handle on which customers will be buying it, and if they want to start right away, or if they want, you know, I don't know that yet. It's just a little too early.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah, and maybe we just do that. Maybe we just stagger the 2 groups we're planning to run, and you'd fit them in to when they purchase, and what they want to do, if they want to be on the day they're on, you know what I mean? Like if they want to be following that, or if they just want to be in a group that's doing it and they don't care if they're actually on the specific day of what's happening, or, you know, some people don't care and some people want to be like right with the group, and then that would make it simple because we were already going to run 2 groups anyway. So yeah.
Yeah, and it makes me think about, you know, future launches, thinking about this before the day before the launch, because I didn't honestly think about it. I'm like, again, I'm going to start tomorrow, I'm excited, and then it's like, you know what, that's not fair to my challengers who aren't going to have any loops. Like, I know a bunch of us already have resistance bands and things we can use, so it's very true. It's just stuff we should definitely think about future groups.
But in both groups, we can still throw a post up and say, you know, coaches, what was your favorite move today? Or, you know, to entice people and to show them a little bit about what the program's about.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So.
Cool. All right. Does anybody want to put the poll up? Or, I mean, I can do it. I'm just asking if anybody wants to throw it in the group.
Do it right now. I can do it while we're on here.
Cool.
Okay.
Thanks.
Today I was thinking about, also real quick, I just wanted to mention before I forget it, the $45 cashback if you complete the program. I just wonder how many people even in our Stronger Together group realize this or like have caught on to this. Especially if they're like not listening to like national wake up calls or any of the MWALA calls or looking, you know, you just don't know. And I think it's really awesome because I remember every time we do a bet, like a diet bet type of group where people win for like completing. I know it's a slightly different concept, but people get excited with the cashback or winning option, you know? And so if we pose it like a little bit different, like if you complete the program, you win back, you know, it's $45. I mean, that's a big deal. Like I'm excited for that too.
Yeah.
So we got to make sure that everybody on our team page even knows that, because there's a lot of coaches that aren't coaching, but they need to get back on the wagon here, you know, and they need to start doing like a full-on program, and this might entice them to be part of it, even the customer launch too.
Did you guys listen to the wake up call this morning? Because they said that you have to log every single workout and every single shake.
I was just gonna say that I caught that too. Yeah.
And you have to be part of a bod group, so you have to log every day in order to get your $45 back. So it's not just buy the product and buy the program and then submit your results at the end.
Yeah, but you can easily put that as that's their way of tracking it, right? I mean, it's not by the honor system. I mean, they need to be able to track that you actually are doing it. So when you log it, like, you know, you've run the whole workout through, you know, and then you can log it. So, and then the shake, they're just going to have to remember that part, you know? But yeah, that's we'll just have to make sure that's very, very clear to everyone if they're interested in getting that money back. And maybe put reminders. Remember how we do our like, do your daily tracker, you know, maybe just have like a little reminder every night or something for them. Or tell them to set their alarm. Like we can give them little tips, you know?
And is it every day, or is it like the Take Action Challenge where they have to do it before every Wednesday night because the like resets on Thursday?
I think it's every day.
And also, do you have to buy a completion pack or a challenge pack for that too, right? You can't just buy an accessories pack.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you have to stay on your Shakeology or your performance
for the 13 weeks.
Yeah. So you can't do that.
Right. So if it's a brand new customer, they might have to commit to like at least 2-3 months worth of product.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yep.
Did you guys hear anything about the dates? Because I think there was some question about, like, as we were just talking with our start date, if we're pushing back the start date, it's not the 19th. I mean, do we have enough time there, like the 13-week window? Do they close it at the end of December? Because if people have to track every day, like, and it closes December 1st. I'm just making something up, and we're not done until like, I don't know. I'm just
I
making.
think it's December 31st.
Okay.
I think. Isn't
So
it? Yeah, I think it's December 31st.
for 13
Well,
weeks.
because I think you could buy the program all the way up through the end of August, is if I remember correctly. It was like July 6th through the end of August, and then that would give you enough time to finish it before the deadline.
Okay.
Maybe as a team, we can make a graphic for that. Like, so that if they're interested in it, we can have a little graphic that says like, here's the rules. Here's what you need to do. You need to be in a BOD group, a BOD group, you know, which once if you're doing your workout every day, you can just log your workout that way. You're going to need to log your supplements. You know, it's not really based on results. It's not like that, but they need to be able to like say they're actually doing the work, you know?
And I assume you have to take before pictures, because when you submit your results through the Beachbody Challenge, don't you have to have before and after?
Well, is that part of the $45 deal? You have to submit your results?
Yeah, you
You
do.
have to submit your results as well.
So there's a lot of little steps that you have to do like along the way. It's not like you can just like Lily said, buy it and submit it at the end. Like you got to do a lot of little things along the way.
So maybe we just put those in like little bullets, you know, like you got to log your workouts, you got to log your supplements.
There's an FAQ for it. We could just pull it right off the FAQ.
Exactly. Yep.
So make it easy.
They actually already have an image, but it's 4 steps. It's how do you qualify, but they don't really. So they say step 1, purchase the 645 completion or challenge pack between July 6th or August 31st. Step 2, use, I mean, big, like use, capitalize, use and stay on your Shakeology or Beachbody Performance supplements on monthly subscription for the entire program. And
knock it off with those.
And do is also, whatever, capitalized, the 645 workouts. And then it says step 3, join a BOD group for accountability and support. Step 4, submit results to the Beachbody Challenge contest by 12/31/21 and get a free 645 tea or tank. So it doesn't actually specify the money, but so you get that and the money.
Yes.
But so it does actually highlight it, but I don't know how many people really pay attention to the fact that it says use and do. Even though, like, I already read it. And then, yeah, I was like, do they really say that? Like, do they specify? Yeah, they do. But I don't know how many people will actually. You could highlight it. You could just use the how do you qualify and highlight use and do. I don't know.
Yeah. No, that's helpful. Yeah, Jen, sorry, I just put that in there without any context. I just put up some language, kind of along the lines of Jen, what you were talking about.
Yeah.
A little bit of a verbiage.
Cue the fine print. I like that. Cue the fine print. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is a good way to talk about the $45 and it kind of goes in there. So it's just change it to make it sound like you. This is not my words. This is from Cindy. I saw her posted the other day. I'm like, damn, she's so good with words.
As are you.
Oh, thanks.
As are you. Yes.
But it's a really good way to put it in there and share.
Yep. Yep. This is perfect. So, everybody take a copy paste of that. If you want.
I can put it in our team chat if that's helpful.
Okay, yeah. Just say here's the language I shared about the form.
I put the $45 graphic in our coach group too. It'd be good as a comment under that.
Oh, perfect. I'll do that right now.
You already did that, Deanna?
Yeah. I put it in like, I don't know, a week ago or something.
Oh, we'll have to find that.
Yeah. No, it's funny because it's like, you don't like so many stuff doesn't even get seen.
I know.
Annoying.
It wasn't that far down because I saw it today.
Okay. Thank you.
So back to the $45 award. At the end of the FAQ, it says link to full terms and conditions will be provided soon. So I think they're probably going to release a lot more details of what those do and use steps mean, especially since there's money involved in the
I feel
reward.
like some stuff's coming out a
So-
little later, like the preferred customer stuff isn't out yet, like no dates yet. You know what I mean? It's like some of the-
Well, they had changed the preferred customer until the last week of July, first week of August is what I heard.
yeah, I know, but there's no specific date, and
No.
we're in July. So it's like normally in a normal Beachbody world, we'd have that date, we'd be talking about it. What does it mean? How's it going? So it makes me wonder if it's not going to move again.
Yeah.
Probably.
And you know, I don't know, it just seems like things are just a little bit later. I wonder if they're just trying some stuff too to see what sticks and what helps people. I mean, because remember when we did that diet bet thing? I mean, I had so many people join from that kind of stuff, and that worked really well. And people were really excited to get a piece of the pie. And what did we have to do for that? Did you have to track in my challenge tracker?
I think
You had to log your workout, and you had to log your shake, I believe.
Oh,
Or
it's the
maybe it
same
was
thing
just
we
your
did then.
Yeah.
Okay.
And people did it. Like,
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
customers that
But
aren't
you-
always. Go ahead.
I was gonna say you didn't have to
Yeah.
as far as I remember, you didn't have to be on a subscription for Shakeology or for Performance at the time. You just had to log it.
Yeah.
So they just assumed you were buying it,
Mhm.
I guess. So it wasn't, they weren't doing as many checks and balances, I guess.
Right.
I'm kind of wondering if you have to keep the same subscription.
Well, I was just
Well,
going
it
to
made
mention
it
that,
sound like that.
and as
it
just kind of
sounds-
like an aside, yeah, I've been drinking Shakeology consistently for, whatever. I've been a 365er. I really wanted that little green floral cup, and I'm like, I should be getting it. Why haven't I got it? So I reached out, and they were like, well, it looks like let me just cut to the chase here. I canceled my normal subscription and got 2 boxes of like salted caramel or peppermint mocha, still hit the 90 PV. And they said, because you canceled your monthly subscription, it cancels you out. And I was like, well, first of all, that's bullshit. And so I was like, that is super, super stupid. I'm like, I made sure I still hit the right amount. So anyway, long story short, if you do that, you will not qualify as a 365er. So
I haven't
like,
got
we'll
mine
give it
since
to you this
Piano
time.
Smith came out.
Yeah, they won't let you do it anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, and I had like an email from somebody, and I was like, well, Martin, I don't remember what his last name was. Martin Fultz told me on May 19th of 2019 that I actually could. And I sent that image to them, and they were like, okay, we'll go ahead and let you have it this year, but just know you can't have it next year. I'm like, yeah, I know you will. I want my free cup. Thank you so much. Okay. Anyway, that was totally
Yeah,
random.
I think we'll have to be really clear with customers, I mean, and coaches, right?
Mhm.
That it's whatever you purchase in your completion pack or challenge pack, keep that one going if you want the 45.
And I'm even thinking like, I wouldn't broadcast this, but in the back of my mind, I know there's people who are going to be like, oh my God, I was on vacation. I didn't have Wi-Fi. I totally missed something. And I'm like, so there might be people where it's like, I will give you $25 back if you hit 90% or something. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want people to feel like failures. And it's might be a little challenging to meet all of the mark, and hit all of those milestones that we have to hit. So
we could do a t-shirt. Kim could make us a t-shirt.
yeah. Stronger.
Oh, did you guys also know you get part of the bod group too? The Mwala's bod group when you purchase.
Mm-hmm.
So that's part of it as well.
That you have to be in there?
No, you get to be in there.
Oh, okay, got it.
That's
I'm
right.
like, okay, I got to be in another bod group.
Oh.
It says you'll be given exclusive access to a Mwala through a 2-week bod group.
Mm-hmm.
That's coming soon. So obviously they haven't updated this either. I think they're
What is going on?
they're playing catch up with all the stuff that's happening.
You bit your tongue. You gotta be careful.
I don't have host rights anymore. I would mute
I don't either.
Melanie for her.
Somebody
but
mute
Ted,
Melanie.
can you mute her?
I can't. She muted herself. She's good.
I muted her.
Thanks. Because I would be like, what the heck is going? Like, I would have been way meaner than her, so I would have been embarrassed if I didn't mute. You guys know. Anyway, okay. So, any other like 6:45 launch questions, thoughts, plans? Does everybody know what they're doing? I mean, besides we're voting on a poll, but Everybody have the gist. You know where to find content if you need to share. Start talking to people. If people are excited, want it tomorrow, have them sign up as a discount. It's like Amazon Prime. I mean, it's the same thing. You get a discount on everything. Why not? Everybody's clear on the $45. I don't think that's not true. We're not all clear on the $45, but we have
we'll find out more, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I think we'll know more before the coach or before the customer launch. So we can, you know, at that point come out with the facts of this is what you have to follow or else.
All right. So we've got about 15 minutes left. There's been some conversation about the coach relaunch. I just wanted to take a quick check because I know both Carol and Sue are on here. And Denise, I know you weren't on here last week. I'm not sure if you caught the replay, but we've talked about, let me pause here. Carol and Sue are both excited about relaunching their business and want to do something. So do you guys, and I'm looking at you, Carol and Sue, you're in my blocks over here. So what are your guys' ideas around this? Like, I think Deanna has Pixel and Hue content that's a coach guide, but we also have Coach Basics in the back office. We have other opportunities and things. And I know there's like Coach Collab has some content we could also look into purchasing. I'm sure what that is, how we can help you and support you. And because I think, again, this is going to be beneficial for the whole team in the future, but it's also going to be beneficial for people who want to relaunch or restart, or just a fresh start, or just going through the basics again. Which would be the 19th, which is a big day because that's the same day as the customer launch. So if you guys, Carol and Sue, if you guys don't know what your plan is yet, that's okay. I just throwing it out there.
Well, we've been sort of chatting with each other a little bit, but I think the place to start is to figure out as our group where that get started training will be for any new coaches that you sign up. I mean, I don't think we've decided that yet as a group. Like you mentioned, using something that somebody already has.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about like the guides in the Stronger Together page. So like week 1 guide, week 2. That's where my brain's at. I don't know if that makes sense to everybody else. When I'm totally flexible, that's just where my thought was of putting just 3 weeks of content in there, because I'm pretty sure that's what the Coach Basics is, or maybe it's your first 30 days. Just try to break it up a little bit like that.
Yeah, I think that's great. And then for Sue and I, we've kind of been back and forth on some things that are sort of specific to us, and we're going to be accountability partners with each other, and so we've got a few things on our list we've been chatting about that are more specific to our situation, I think. And we can share those as a addendum to the whatever coach training that we put in the group as we develop that. I don't think we've been through everything yet. We were going to get together this week and start meeting like once a week as accountability partners. And maybe that's part of the training process, is to have someone, if it's not if you're signing up a new coach, it would be you. But if you've been a coach and been around and you're wanting to restart, teaming up with someone, I think, is a great way to go about it.
I was thinking about that too when you were talking about starting over, that we used to do that, success partners or accountability partners, and I think it works better than like I tried to do that 75 hard group, but I think it would have been more effective if we just paired up with 2, because then you're held more accountable than just like checking in, and I let myself slide, but I think if I had just one person and we were both doing it for each other, it might work better. Anyway.
Yeah, it's definitely an idea.
Sue, did you want to add anything to?
No, I think we'll have a better answer for everybody once we actually meet this week, because we've been just messaging back and forth with each other, but we haven't actually like met to say, okay, this is kind of our game plan and how we're going to hold each other accountable. So we're going to figure out when we're going to meet this week.
Cool.
Yeah.
Deanna, did you, are you able to show your content just to give Carol and Sue and the team an idea
Yeah, I think so. Let me work on that real quick and
Okay. And we can just
Try
peek at what
find
that
it.
looks like, and then at least I'll give you guys some context when you're looking at the Coach Basics.
It's really a like a slideshow for Canva that is something you, as you're onboarding a coach, you go into. But let me see if I can find it.
Okay. Cool. I mean, who else is interested in restarting, relaunching, or going through the steps?
I actually had a coach interested in it. So you could maybe, ask your own people too, but I did reach out to someone. Some of you may know her. I know Kim, you probably know Jenna, but she wanted to restart too. And she's, I think, feeling the same way as a lot of people, just a little out of touch and not really been very consistent, and wants to start a program, which I think is really important. And I was curious if you guys wanted to do like, I know you two chat, Carol and Sue, but will you be doing like maybe a little private group for the coach relaunch? Or
We can if
To do that.
Mhm.
Yeah. And part of this for us was sort of timing this with Summit too,
Mhm.
because Summit just builds the excitement and you're on fire and you've got all these plans. And so that's sort of why we don't exactly know yet. We don't have it all figured out yet because we're timing it with that. But that would be a great time to bring in coaches that you have that are interested in restarting for sure, because it's such an exciting time. So, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I can share if you want to make me the host, or can I do share?
You might be able to share without it.
Oh, it's disabled.
Hold on. How do I do it, Jess?
Click on, so the three dots in the top right of Deanna's window, click
Uh-huh.
on that and then make host.
Okie doke.
Oh,
All yours.
it changed. I'm now the host. I've got you all under my power now. Okay, why exit, click, okay. Whoop.
It's coming up.
My gosh.
You're doing great.
So why can I move this over? And oh, there we go. Okay, that's a little better. Okay, so this is like a slideshow they create in Canva that you can then go and add to.
Does anybody else? I just see a white screen. I don't know if maybe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just a white
sharing
screen.
is being paused. Bring your shared window to the front. How do I do that?
Minimize the zoom maybe.
Resume share. Let's try that.
You may
No.
have to unclick share screen and then bring your screen to the front and then try it.
Okay, so then wait. So now if I go share screen, share. Now can you see it?
Beautiful.
Okay, good. Okay, so this seems to be intended to kind of get a new coach knowing where all the things are. So it goes through, I can't remember how many slides are on here, maybe 15. And it talks about the various things that you're doing in your group and how to get them done, like goes through the vital behaviors. I have not modified these as of yet to be personalized to me. Let's see here. Oh, so that's where we share our group. I don't know what the onboarding recap was. This didn't come with instructions. And then you'd see, it's kind of like a thing, I believe, where you're like talking with them as you're going through these slides. So you could put these under.
It says notes at the bottom. Are there notes for the slides, like backup text and information for the slides? What is that?
Well, let's
that's
see.
Where they would appear.
Yeah, if they had put them in there, they would appear there.
Put them in there. Okay.
Sorry, the neighbor dogs are listening to my dog. Okay, and then it just talks about how to post, finding your tracker, just the, the basics of a new coach, where to find everything. And you could, I think, pretty easily also use some of these slides as a someone who's interested in coaching, right? You could take just a few of them to talk about what coaches do. So I don't know if this will be helpful for that kind of stuff. When I kind of got into it, it looked like more work for me than I really wanted with it. And I just have my new coaches go into their back office and start watching videos, and we talk about that. We have a live call, and we work on the things they want to work on.
Okay, I'm gonna show really quickly what someone else did, which was kind of where my mind was at, and it could be the same thing.
Do I need to make you the person?
Yes.
Make
Yep.
host. Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Hey,
cool.
you're in.
This is fun. We should play like musical chairs or something. Okay. Can you see mine? Can you see my screen?
Not yet.
Okay.
Oh, now we can.
Okay. So this is a guide that my friend has, how she has hers set up. Obviously she has lots of guides in here, but she has this coach welcome booklet. So it's like where to focus as a new coach, a little motivation and tips. So you can see, I totally went rogue here and was in all their pictures. But you can see like, it's very, I feel like it's just streamlined and it was pretty simple. And I think she had the coach collab content, which I can ask her, but it's the basics. To me, it seemed very simple. It seemed streamlined. Going public, it talks about that. I mean, you just literally plug in your own pictures, change your name to Stronger Together. Yeah, I don't know. It's just an idea. So I'll just leave that there. Just some things to think about. Like we have some options, obviously. So Sue and Carol, as you guys are thinking this week of what you want to do, I know, again, they have the first 30 days in the back office. They might have updated it and it's like beautiful. Who knows? I mean, it really could be. So yeah, just let us know. And I'm happy to buy content. Like I said, this is something I also need to do. I just have not carved out time. So again, I'm happy to help in any way that I can in terms of getting stuff posted and simplifying and all that stuff. Cool. All right. Well, we have like 2 minutes left, guys. What anybody have any like things they want to share about? Like super exciting?
I actually have something about the BOD group. Whose customer is Sarah Clark? Anybody?
I don't think mine, but I'll look.
She sent me a really nice email to stop emailing her. So I'm not sure whose customer she is, but you should probably reply or
you know what's funny? I got an email from the BOD group from you.
Yeah.
Too, after I had sent a bunch of stuff out.
I clicked my name when I resent mine out, and it sent everyone's out, not just mine. That's why you got an email. So so she's in here right now, and I'm going to actually I can't even take her out of here. I can't even delete her, unfortunately.
So even if you like click on her name, it doesn't tell you who her coach is, or
no. So it says copy and share link and resend, and then resend invite or send a cart, and those are my only options. I can't delete her out of here.
Is it SHARA or SHARAH?
H on the end.
Oh, okay, then she's not mine.
No E. So I don't know who needs to reach out to her, but and I need to figure out how to get her out of this list, because every time you hit resend all unaccepted invites, she's going to get an email, which is going to make her mad. Mm-hmm. So and we don't want that. So so yeah, I thought I would reach out. I'll put something in the group maybe and say, hey, whose customer is this? So
yeah.
And then I got to contact somebody at headquarters and figure out how to get her out of this.
I can't figure out how to take myself out of a group. Like,
There's no, there are,
can't?
once they've accepted, you can delete them, but when they haven't accepted, I haven't figured out how to get them out of there. Like, there doesn't seem to be an option.
But you can't take yourself out of a group until the group ends.
Yeah, but even if I'm
It's-
not a coach, even if I'm just a
Yeah.
participant, I can't take
No.
myself out.
No.
What
Oh,
one are you
that's
trying to
a
get out
bummer.
of? What one are you trying to get out of?
The other 2021, because I didn't want, like, now that I'm not a coach in there, that my customers can't see both, but before they could see both, right? When I was a coach in there, but now I'm just a participant, so they can't see that it's a group I run. But
I can,
yeah,
I think I
figure out how
can delete, I think I can delete you out of there if you want.
oh, okay, that'd be great, thanks. And it's kind of come up on us fast, but meal prep is on Sunday.
Oh yeah, what are we making?
Well, I have a couple recipes. I will finish it tonight and put it in the group. I'm looking at a grilled Dijon chicken. So we can either marinate it and you can cook it later, or you can cook it while we're there. But my goal was to do something where we are done in an hour. So we will have like a salad that's going to last us a few meals. We will have something to throw on the grill, and then we'll have some breakfast. That way, you know, summertime, we can kind of get in, get out, but still have our meals prepped. And I'll get all those recipes together, get them in the group tonight. And then we'll do our usual, you know, shopping list release on Thursday for you guys. I'll put a save the date in the group, that kind of stuff. So
Awesome. So July 11th.
11 a.m. 11 a.m. Pacific.
1 Central, 2 Eastern.
Good job. You know your time zones.
Thank you.
What's our funky Friday? This Friday.
That's a good question.
Hair, crazy hair.
Crazy hair?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna be Monica from Friends when it's humid.
Oh, that's funny. Aw, Robin's gonna miss and Jen's gonna miss. Dang it. And we have nutrition call on Thursday.
Yes.
I will be joining.
Not next Thursday,
What?
but not next Thursday because of Summit.
Yeah, we will be canceling next Thursday. So I'll put that on this stuff too. And we're kind of continuing the sugar. If everybody wants to bring their like sugar-free, no sugar, any kind of label that's going to have some sugar in it, so we can see the different names, talk about what they're in, that kind of stuff. Because we're continuing from last week. And there's a great podcast I posted in last week that I highly recommend for any sugar info. It's from Sean Stevenson, who Autumn had done a podcast with, and he's fantastic. So
He's a sleep guy?
what? He's the and he's the Model Health Show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guy. I don't know why. I'm like, he's very handsome. Don't tell him.
Yeah. Well, that's why it's the Model Health Show.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
That was my assumption anyway. I don't
I
know.
know people who were his neighbors when he lived in St. Louis. He and his wife.
He has a wife? No, I have a husband.
Yeah, he does. And kids and
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, fine.
They went through a lot to get to where they are.
Yeah.
That I can tell you.
That's funny. Small world. It's crazy.
Mhm.
All right. Anything else? We are a few minutes over, so I know everybody's excited because it feels like you have an extra half an hour on your Monday night. But anything else before we take a picture? I gotta post it up. I'm never gonna forget again. All right. Well, let's do this. Should we do something fun? Is there anything like, I feel like Talladega Nights. I don't know what to do with my hands. Should we do something fun? Or just smile?
We can do something fun. What do you want to do?
You can wave. Everybody wave.
I gotta get all my fingers in there though.
Are we boomeranging?
I'll boomerang. Give me 2.5 seconds. And keep your eyes open, okay? All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Perfect.
It's like jazz hands.
That's what we should have done. Spirit fingers.
Get it? Because I cut off several people on the left-hand side by accident. I was moving and trying to.
It's hard.
Coordinating. Hopefully
It's hard
somebody
when
else got it.
you're boomeranging and holding the phone. It is awkward.
It's a challenge.
It
Not gonna
is.
lie. I mean, my camera kind of goes up and down like this, so just don't you might get a little nauseous. All right.
Just always
I'll
the
text you guys.
fingers.
Well, have a
All
good
right,
night,
anything
everyone.
else? What were you gonna say, Jen? Sorry.
Oh, I just said have a good night, everyone.
Yes, everybody have an awesome night. And I'll see some of you in the morning. And we'll see everybody on Thursday. And then Sunday. And yeah, okay. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye.